Welcome back to game 2. And that's Team Enclave up by 1 against Symphony.SQ. I think it's a best of 3 now, isn't it, in the bracket stage?
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see if they do as crazy a fighting game as was last time. See if there's any targeted bans as well. And Symphony.SQ have not really targeted any. Just decided to ban out the Alchemist and ban out the Doom.
Yeah,
again.
regular bans from last game.
Yeah. Team Enclave have banned out the AA quicker though.
5 seconds remaining.
I wonder if they're gonna target anything from last game. I doubt it. There was nobody that really stood out too much. The Invoker was quite, was very good, but I don't think he stood out much for a first phase ban. Not enough anyway.
No, not really. I think I don't know why they banned AA. I mean, maybe because he's they have a hard time controlling an AA or his ults. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna go for a Huskar.
Or they get a tip that Symphony plays a great AA. Or a Huskar, yeah. Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. He can be annoying to play against if you get caught by it, all your regen gone, and it's a bit of an odd way to play. Well, we'll see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna go for the early fighting, early pushing, late fighting, late pushing, neither of the above.
They don't really work out for them last time.
Sounds their first pick.
Is there a
Straight
burst
up
down?
going, stop. Don't do team fights. Going for the anti-armor from Team Enclave. I'm guessing Symphony will probably ban out the TA.
Yeah,
next
they really
phase.
should. They should also ban out. Sure, you don't see her that much, but what's her name? Vengeful Spirit.
Oh right, yeah, Venge. She was actually in the last game I think I cast. Not the last one, obviously, the one before.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could be quite good, especially the early game. She's very good with that stun. Tiny.
Sounds good.
Picking up a Tiny this early does mean that they're going to ban out the Wisp.
But I don't think they're gonna go Tiny Wisp. Maybe. If it's still in there for the last pick, then... Oh, there you go.
No, definitely. I mean, Tiny with Wisp is too scary to not go, and Tiny by himself...
I mean, you still have the Slaughter, and that's a lot of heal and a stun. So, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the Tiny by himself is nowhere near as scary as a Tiny with a Wisp.
I guess
he can be kited.
Yeah. That's
especially when you've got the minus armor. Tiny has no armor to begin with.
Yeah.
So playing a Tiny against a minus armor strat in your first pick seems very strange.
I think they're going for a burst maybe on Team Symphony. So is Team Enclave. But Team Enclave is going more of a minus armor burst. While Team Symphony is going
go for an artillery, pick up a techies and just have him toss them in.
That would be fun to watch, but I don't think so.
Nah, it's not gonna happen. But you can wish. Although to be honest, I don't wish for a techies game.
No, that would take so long.
Yeah,
because games always go for like 60 minutes or something.
It's strange that there hasn't been Tusk banned or picked at all. He's been going through both sides.
Tusk isn't that much of a snowball hero.
He's entirely a snowball hero.
No, I mean not if you play him as a support, which you usually do now. Because if he lanes offlane, then he's gonna get wrecked. I know what you meant. He has his snowball.
Yeah, I know. I had to.
But he can also like not ability snowball, but snowball in a sense that he has a lot of farm and a lot of levels. If he gets first blood, oh,
Keep it all light.
Keeper with Tiny is pretty good, with the chakra magic giving cooldown reduction.
Yeah. Especially because how long is the? It's the toss, isn't it? That's the best thing with it. 5 seconds. You can get 4-second cooldown on toss. Although,
I think if he combos, he gets both of them cooldown because he uses them at the same time. Maybe.
10 seconds remaining.
No.
Or
is it just one
it's only the next spell that you use.
5 seconds remaining.
For chakra magic.
But yeah, but he's probably gonna get the avalanche because he starts with avalanche and he gets chakra before he uses avalanche most likely, or during. I don't know. Depends on the timing.
Radiant team pick.
Necro.
Necro's been being played off lane, which is weird. Although he might, especially with a Slardar in there, they're not gonna. Although Slardar can go safe.
I've seen them play Slardar, Dazzle, Slardar on the offlane, and then Necro offlane, safe lane on the safe lane. Like alone on the safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Necro has the heal for himself, but I always get a bit confused with the Necro offlane, just the fact that he doesn't have an escape. Slardar's good with the offlane because of the sprint.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have an escape. Like, if you can lock him down, he's not going anywhere. And he's not especially fast either, Necro. He's like 295 or something like that.
But he does do a lot of damage.
He does do a lot of damage. But you obviously need him with the Reapers, and you don't want a Necro support isn't really enough. He needs that item, like the items and everything.
Yeah, he needs boots. He needs more level than items, to be quite honest.
But he's very good with the items as well.
Oh yeah.
You want him to be in the middle of the fight. You want him to tank up, so that he can keep on staying in the middle of the fight and death pulsing and the Heartstopper is constantly there.
Yes.
You don't want him to be a support because then he just dies off too quickly. I mean, you do have the Dazzle, so he can sort of shallow grave him up, but you don't want, if he's a support, you don't want to choose the shallow grave on him. But Tidehunter, it's nice seeing Tide having a bit of a comeback here. A bit of an odd. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be going for a team fighty draft, but still a bit odd.
I wonder who's going mid for Team Symphony. Is it the Tiny or is it the Silencer?
I think they're still going to choose themselves on mid lane. I think they're going to go with the Silencer as support, have the Keeper of the Light as a sort of 5 position with a Silencer. Being the 4 position, Tidehunter off lane. Tiny tends to be safe, especially against the Shadow Fiend. I would expect him to be safe lane. But if he was safe lane, it'd be very good for the Necro.
Yeah.
But you can go aggro try actually with the Slardar.
I think they will.
He tends to be very good for aggro.
Yeah, I think they will.
Especially against a Tiny.
I think they're gonna pick another support and go Necro off.
The Winter Wyvern's still up actually.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think they're gonna pick the Winter Wyvern or someone with a slow, or maybe a Lion.
The Wyvern's very good with the Slardar Dazzle.
Oh yeah.
Aggro, because of the fact that you can get the slow in nice and quick. Oh, they go for a Spirit Breaker. Do you think that'll be a 4 position Spirit Breaker? Or...
I mean,
I would think so.
I think so too, yeah.
You don't want to knock the Necrophos out. That's quite an interesting...
But then again, Dazzle, Slaughter, Necro isn't that bad of a combo. There's a lot of heal. And also a lot of damage.
10 seconds remaining.
That's true. What do you think Symphony's going to go for then last? I think they still need that middle lane.
I think they can go Tiny mid and have another carry.
They might go for the Invoker again. He played quite well last time. It's quite good against the Slardar, the fact that if he jumps in, you can EMP the ground, and Slardar has a very small mana pool.
Yeah.
Good against the Spirit Breaker as well, because of the long cast time of his ultimate. Being able to Cold Snap. Very slow attack speed, still manages to stop the ultimate. They go for a Magnus.
Okay.
Don't see Magnus that often.
I guess it's a great combo with Tide and Tiny. RP into the Ravage and then Tiny comes in and finishes up.
That's still 3 melee. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of an odd draft. I don't see entirely where everything all fits.
Team Symphony?
Yeah.
Or
you have a lot of lockdown. And there's another pause out.
And a lot of damage as well, so.
I guess we'll see.
You have the cleave from the Empower also.
But yeah, on the other hand, thinking about how much fighting we had in the last game, it does look like it's going to be another fighting draft this time.
It'll be much more this time around, I think, too.
Yeah, lots of team fight from the Radiant side, and a lot of minus armor, and a fair bit of lockdown on the Dire side. Shout out to his gran again. Lucky gran. We know that's not true. Yeah, anyway, might as well, whilst we've still got the pause. No, not anymore. Yeah, anyway, we'll have Ice Cubed playing the support silencer, picking up the courier. Mr. 158 playing the tiny, going for a quick... No. There he is, he picks up his regen and stuff. It looked like he was going to go for a quick bottle. Which would have been weird with the Magnus there. Magnus is played by the Uranus Prepare. Tidehunter is played by Woof Woof Pass. And Pharaoh or Zed, either or, playing the Keeper of the Light.
So on Team Enclave we have... Yeah. On Team Enclave we have the Bird Saint Med on the SF. We have Cheeky Monkey on the Necro. I think he's a support Necro. Overdog standing on the Dazzle.
30 seconds to battle.
We have the boss on the Spirit Breaker, and we have Excise on the Slaughter
last time.
I forgot. Okay, I forgot. ZZ on the Slaughter offline. So it's a trial lane with the... Oh, Necrophos carried them. I was wrong.
Yeah, Necro picked up just about a null talisman.
Yeah, that's true. Necro carry and...
Looks like they were fighting out for that bounty rune actually.
So...
Both standing on the spot.
I think they're gonna push a lot on their lane because he picked up the Heartstopper at level 1.
I mean, it's a good one to pick up level 1, especially they'll be up against the Tidehunter, and if he manages to, if he picks up Kraken Shell and stuff, then right click it's not really going to do too much against him.
He has
but
the
standing
gush,
anywhere near this, he's already going to go down. He has a lot of tangos though, and he doesn't have a Poor Man's Shield actually, so without any damage block at the moment, he could take quite a lot from Harass. The Necro should be standing a little bit closer.
I mean, he can't go into XP range anymore.
Nah.
Slaughter is having worse lane, to be honest, with mana burn. It's gonna be really annoying.
Mana leak. But I think he'll keep on getting the XP. It'll only be right clicks really from the Keeper of the Light and any mana burn. And yet again, they've only got 2 of them there. They seem to be roaming with this silencer, going for the Curse of the Silent and trying to put a little bit of harass out on the Shadow Fiend, who's already picked up his bottle. He sort of rushed that out. Managed to get the bounty rune as well, so... Ooh, that was a bit of an odd raise.
I think the Tide is gonna die here at top. They're gonna die.
Tide might do. Oh, there's another charge, yeah. Managed to get that with the Spirit Breaker charge. He is gonna pull this lane though. All the way around.
That's gonna be...
Unless the Dazzle manages to pull it back.
Oh, I don't think he wants it.
No, he actually might end up going down here from the Magnus. There's another heal from... yeah. It looks like the Magnus might want to just turn around quickly. This Silencer's coming in. He is going to get the kill on them, so that's already 2 in for the Silencer, but the Shadow Fiend managing to kill off.
That's a nice Silencer set.
Oh, is that Hasted Keeper? Yeah.
Yep.
And this might actually be the Shadow Fiend going down. No.
Nice.
That's not high enough. He's still got 2 bottle charges there. Necro putting a little bit more hate out onto the Tide Hunter.
That's a really nice
Silencer managed to get some in already. And stealing it from the Spirit Breaker as well is not what you want to have happen as a Spirit Breaker. You already have a very small mana pool.
Yeah, I guess...
The 169 mana. So if he gets... you know, he only has 1.8 a level as well. Losing 2 is quite bad this early on. But so far from farm, actually, the side of Symphony is doing a lot better than Team Enclave. 16-2 on their Tiny.
Slaughter is having the time of his life at bottom.
He's managing to get the levels, definitely.
That's
but Tidehunter's managing to keep up as well. And he's only 6-1. Tiny is 20-2. And the Magnus is actually beating the SF middle. Just being able to spam out that shockwave.
Oh, Slaughter's gonna get dived here.
Slaughter might end up going down here. He's
I don't think so.
Still got the mana leak on him. And one more right click from the Tiny. Oh no, actually that last right click came in from the Keeper of the Light, although Tiny is being charged here. Oh, he's going to end up salving up. He'll be all good.
Yeah, I think he should stop.
The charge is being followed through with, actually. He's been mana leaked. He's going to end up stunning himself very soon.
Oh, he got a bash.
Oh, gets a bash out on this Tiny. But no. Keeper of the Light? No, lucky bash. But whilst that was happening, the SF went down middle to the Magnus.
Yeah. There's not much an SF can do, really. He's real skittish in the beginning.
And he is a dire SF as well, so he's not going to really be able to have that jungle to fall back on.
There is one stack in the jungle.
Yeah. Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, one stack on the small one there, but there's already been triple stack. Like the jungle side for the Radiant has actually been stacked far better.
That is gonna have a fast
for that
blink.
Tidehunter.
I think.
He's went 2 in Kraken Shell. Interesting. Not wanting to level up that Anchor Smash. I guess it's just against the right click that he was getting done by the Necro.
Yeah, it's gonna help a bit, I guess, but it's not gonna help against us.
Though the Tiny is being gone on. He's been stunned, and it looks like he might end up going down. Yes, he does. The Cottle tried to go in there on the Slardar.
Oh, it's fine.
No bashes. Spirit Breaker's really going in for this. He has enough mana. Sorry, armor. Ooh, one more. Yep. They go down. It's a bit of an odd dive, especially from the off lane to go down there. No XP given away.
For Carlo as well. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
He did get level 5 from that though, so he's at the same as Tiny.
Yeah, but he lost all his gold. If he had any gold to begin with.
No, he didn't have that many last hits. He's only 11. He's got his boots and his spell strength, so he'll have the power treads relatively soon. Spiritbreaker holding in on this mid lane. Don't know if he's waiting. Oh no, Shadow Fiend's gone up top as the Keeper of the Light actually took out the Necrophos.
He used Mana Leak and then they just click him down. He's not dead.
He's going for a Mana Leak build actually.
Yeah.
Dazzle will, managed to use the Shallow Grave, but I think this last right click, it's just as Shallow Grave ends. And also the Spiritbreaker goes down. They're sort of falling apart here. The Silencer did end up going down though, but does give the SF the mid lane back. Gets his souls back up. There's a lot of fighting so far. Again, almost a kill every 2 kills every minute. Sorry. Tiny's being charged now.
It's hard for Team Enclave to take team fights because they're so split up across the map, and they're not really using the TPs because they don't have that much farm.
Tiny is being gone on. They're still going to be underneath this tier 1 tower. No bash yet, and that's a very nice avalanche. And these... Oh, he only manages to get one of them there, but the Spiritbreaker will probably end up going down. But the Slardar came in from the back, and he's going to be able to kill off this Tiny. And the Spiritbreaker gets away, 30 health. But it doesn't look like the Slardar is going to be as lucky.
I think the Silencer is going to kill him here.
Yeah. The Keeper of the Light has 35 mana. He's got enough to give the Magnus mana for that Shockwave. Shockwave will be able to kill off this Slardar, yeah. And the Spiritbreaker actually went down middle lane to the Silencer. Managed to cast out a last word as he hit this middle lane. There's still they seem to be diving this bottom tier 1 a little bit too much. They're two very tanky heroes, but still not really enough, I don't think. Magnus actually almost has his Blink Dagger as well. He's got 1800. He'll have that Blink Dagger very, very soon. Dazzle taking a lot of damage here.
The Necro almost has the mech here, I think. Yeah. Needs 600 gold almost.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen a lot in team
Tide
fights.
Hunter ended up using his Ravage.
Yeah.
I can't remember where that was. It was about a minute ago.
I think it was when he killed the Dazzle off top.
Alright. The Dazzle is... Oh, he is here. Nah, he's not gonna end up doing anything. Spiritbreaker picked up an urn.
Coin for me.
They gave quite a lot of XP to the Silencer middle. It looks like they really want to get this ultimate up. Tide Hunter is actually being gone on here. The Shadow Fiend, if the Tide stands a little bit too low, the ultimate is being wound up, but not really enough. And it doesn't look like the Tide Hunter was going to get killed off by the Reaper's Scythe. But still a kill.
Yeah. I feel like he should have cancelled and waited for him to come back, because he was going to go back.
He walked a little bit too far away, and Slardar actually killed off the Keeper of the Light down at bottom. Now that he does have that amplified damage, he is standing still for a little while longer.
He had Mana Leak on him.
Oh, he had Mana Leak on him, fair enough.
Silencer almost has his ult, so that's gonna help a lot. Yeah, that's not gonna help you, but Silencer's dead.
This won't help, no. Slardar managing to kill him off there. The Ravage is available if you want. He doesn't want to throw it out yet. Slardar's too fast.
I mean, I don't think he can kill him still right now, so...
No.
He's just...
He had help coming in. The Keeper of the Light is going to be within Mana Leak range just now, and they might end up diving for this. Although Tidehunter, he does end up having the Ravage available, and he gets stunned again, and I think he's going to end up using this. It does end up coming out. He is still under the effects of... And he's going to be able to get away, he's fast enough. Dazzle killed off the Tidehunter, Spirit Breaker manages to kill off the Keeper of the Light in the back end of that, and it looks like the Tiny is going to get chased down. The Spirit Breaker is here, he doesn't have enough for a charge.
Maybe he gets
the Tiny... But
the
is here. Oh wow, 3-man. And it looks like they might actually end up going down here, and that is quite a lot of damage coming out here. Managing to get 2 raises out on the mid. This fight's going all over the place. Spirit Breaker takes down the Tiny as well. Silencer still didn't have his ult there. Didn't manage to get enough to get his 6. Ooh, Dazzle's running into the Tidehunter, but not going to be able to get this kill. Again, they got a bit fragmented fights. Also, always what tends to happen with them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Spirit Breaker has the Urn now, and ult. And it's level 8 already, which is pretty good. Comparing to the Sniper, who doesn't even have his ult yet. I don't know, it looks kind of hard for Team Symphony. They need a lot of farm still to be able to take these fights and win them.
The Tiny's going for the blink. He needs something to bring himself into the fights. He's being kited too much, you can see that already. He'll get in, he'll do some of his damage, but all of a sudden, they just don't do enough. Like, he can just be run away. They've got the Spirit Breaker giving them the Empowering Haste. It is only level 1 at the moment, and they've got enough movement speed that you just can't get that last right click in.
Yeah. They're gonna go mid here. They might. Oh, he blinked off. Nice.
The 18 seconds on this Ravage. So yeah, they won't be able to get that kill. Dazzle just standing nearby, just in case they want to get the Shallow Grave out. SF has his Shadow Blade and is going in for BKB as well.
Yeah. Oh, the glimpse. Score back.
Ooh, SF has actually got a hit here, and he throws. Oh, that was a very nice ultimate. He just misses him.
He's
gonna
go
a couple of steps to the left, he would have ended up catching.
Or no.
Oh, he managed to get Mana Leak just in the middle of that. The Silencer is here, and he ends up getting ulted by the Necrophos. The ultimate comes out from the Tidehunter. Necro's right in the middle of all of this.
He's fine.
And he might end up trying to run people down. The SF's coming in.
He has Mana Leaked, huh?
The Necro has been Mana Leaked, so he's going to be okay. SF might hope to be able to get a long-ranged raise here once that ends up coming up. No, he does manage to be able to kill them off. And that was a 3-for-1.
Definitely worth it.
Slardar still hasn't been able to get his blink.
And that was with the Ravage and RP. Sword RP was just on off person, but I don't know. I feel like Team Enclave
very unlucky.
I feel like Team Enclave have a better team fight, even though they're up against the Ravage and RP. There's no real damage after the Ravage and RP, so that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah. You need to get the Tiny into this. He's picked up his Blink Dagger now, so once the Ravage comes out, he can blink in and get a stun on everyone. Like, the Ravages have been, the RPs have been right on point. He's been able to hit quite a few people, especially, he was very unlucky with the SF there. If his Shockwave had just been a little bit further south, he would have got the SF kill. But he just missed him because he was invis.
Oh, the Skewer back on the Star. But I guess the Skewer dash crashed off and he's fine.
He doesn't have any more mana though. Ooh, faking out the charge there in the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
The SF is here, and he's he almost one-shots the Magnus there. He's not going to be able to get a long-range Shadow Race here, but there is the stun. There's the charge coming out from the Spirit Breaker. Does he manage to get that dash? No, but he doesn't need it. Oh wow, the Tidehunter walked in there, but he didn't have a Ravage. Although the tiny blinking in, he is going to be able to get... Oh? I think he'll still be able to get the kills here, but... Even still... Oh wow. What happened there? That was a bit of a bug. The
yeah, he threw him and then he rushed away.
Yeah, the Tide... Nah. Tiny's not going to end up dying off here. Does get an offensive soul charge on him, but he'll be okay.
Yeah. Maybe blink and
I thought the Spirit Breaker charge, when you got tossed onto them, they followed you the whole way. Or at least they followed you a while, until like your original position.
No.
But it keeps you in midair for some time, it seems.
Apparently, I mean, when he threw him up in there, I think that's when he started the charge. And that's why he got away. I don't know. I think it's safe to when you...
for a Dagon.
Oh. That's very cheeky. Well, to be honest.
Yeah. They've
I don't think
not
it's
got
gonna
too
help
much
now.
health, actually, on their side. Especially with the Keeper of the Light and the Silencer and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Silencer did end up going for Power Treads, though.
But they still had 100 HP, so that's not gonna help them.
Ooh, Tiny is down here. If they can get some people in here, they can see this, though. Very good warding from the side of the... Oh wow, the Spirit Breaker just ran right into this. I think he's probably going to go down here. He's going to stun himself. Doesn't have enough mana. Yeah, that's definitely a death. Or maybe not. Yeah, definitely a death.
They get the grave off there.
Trying to get in there for the shallow grave.
Oh, that's that.
No. Yes, he is. Definitely dead. Didn't manage to get the shallow grave off either.
And
also the SF might end up going down.
He did get
does manage to
Magnus
Death Requiem off the Magnus, though. But that was a little bit of an odd exchange. 3 of them just running right into that. They didn't need to follow the Spirit Breaker in.
Not really.
He knew he was dead.
Yeah, it was definitely dead.
Just giving him up there. Tidehunter has actually picked up a Blink Dagger. So now that they have those, they should just be able to ultimate with the Silencer and then just blink in and throw out all of their big ultimates. The Slardar has been caught here by the Keeper of the Light. He hasn't thrown out his ultimate yet. Oh wow, the Ravage came out here, and the Slardar has got the Grave on him, but he's also got Mana Leak on him. So when he's running away, he doesn't have enough to re-engage here, but the Tidehunter ultimate did go out.
It's a good thing Slaughter didn't die, because he almost had his blink too.
Yeah, he's almost had his blink for a while. And managed to deny the tower. Oh, he'll be gutted about that. They just ended up making away the wave before he can pick it up.
Necro's been farming the whole game, actually.
Yeah, he's got 4K.
Gold. I think he's going Scepter, maybe?
Yeah, but you would think if he's going Scepter, then he might have already picked up at least 1 or 2 of the components. He's picked
Is
up
he going Radiance?
the Radiance. That's what I thought he was going to go for, yeah.
He bought something.
Yeah, he bought the Radiance recipe.
Oh yeah, he's going Radiance. Okay. That's weird. Yes.
Yeah, it's an odd build nowadays. I guess he does want to stand in the middle of the fight, and when you've got a Tiny doing probably what's most of your damage,
but he's not going to get stunned
on the Tiny. Yeah, it doesn't really help you with the health.
I think Scepter would have been so much better, to be quite honest.
It's more of the build from back when he could actually Ancient Farm. Keeper of the Light is being... was being charged, but he just TP'd himself away. I think he saw the charge coming in.
Yeah, I think he felt it because it was low at the bottom.
So he just TP'd to the tier 2 middle. But it looks like they're going to go for this middle tower, this bottom tower, sorry. Magnus has his ultimate up. I think they are 30 seconds away from the Tidehunter ult though.
They do have Glyph, so they can defend us differently.
Necrophos is finally joining the fight. Starts to attack the tower.
Oh, Necro's
Oh
dead.
wow, he's actually getting gone on here. And
oh, that's a nice crush.
like he doesn't end up going down, but the Silencer ultimates come out here, and it does look like he's going to end up going down. And he didn't have anything there yet.
No.
This was probably the wrong time to take these fights, although this Tiny is being... he's being chain stunned out by the... wow, that was 3 in a row.
Wow, and that's on level 1.
On the Tiny. And it looks like the Shadow Fiend's going to go down as well. Oh, Death Requiem does manage to hit the... but the Tiny though, 3 in a row of Craggy Exterior, 10%. From the Spirit Breaker, 1 hit away from death, and he just hasn't been able to kill him off. Tiny blinks back into it, and that's going to annoy the Spirit Breaker no end, I'm sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was a very bad fight from the side of Enclave. They really went in a little bit too much. They had the Necrophos on the front line, but he doesn't have enough health, and he didn't manage to pick up his Radiance yet either. Sort of the wrong... Yeah, the wrong time to be picking that.
I think it's because they blink scared the Necro and I wasn't ready for it. So he got he got destroyed there, to be honest.
Yeah. He was stunned out and just nuked down. They had
was
the
so out
Silencer
of
ult out
position.
as well, so he just couldn't do anything.
He has his Radiance now though, so I don't think that's gonna help him at all.
Oh yeah. In about 50 gold or something.
I think it's gonna be a pure use of Radiance, to be honest.
Yeah, there you are. He does seem to have just been farming at the moment, really. And if he's just going to end up pushing all by himself, then it might be worth it. But I would be surprised. It's good against Tiny. But
How? Like, it's not really good against Tiny because he's gonna still combo you and you're dead. He has 1,200
Tiny's going for the
HP.
Ags though.
Yeah,
But it's good
I don't
against
know.
the right click.
but you still have
But I'd...
Obscure,
Yeah.
Shockwave, Tiny combo. You have Ravage, you have Keeper of the Light, you have Silencer. He's still gonna die. I mean, that's not gonna help him at all. I think Scepter would have been so much better.
Scepter would have been better, but if you still want to go for the team fight, I think he, being the core, he might have even...
But Scepter and he can delete the hero.
Scepter is definitely better, I think, because the amount of times that some of them are low, being able to take that one person out of the fight, like if you can take the Silencer out, just nuke him down, then the fact that they don't have that global silence anymore is pretty huge.
Exactly.
We are taking out the Roshan. Very good lineup for the Roche. And yeah. Surprised it took them this long to actually go for the Roshan.
I think they were too busy team fighting.
Yeah. Charge going top. The charge is going out on the Magnus though. Yeah, he cancels it out. He knew there was too many of them there, although they did smoke in this jungle. No
Under the
ward's been
ward,
found yet. The Slardar's gonna get... Oh, very, very quick blink out.
Oh,
But he still gets brought in.
Oh,
That
RP.
ultimate actually caught the Shadow Fiend, although he's still able to pull this out. No, I think nothing else is going to get caught out from here. The Shadow Fiend still... He has a Shadow Blade up, and he manages to kill off the Tidehunter. Everyone else is just being able to blink out. Oh no, as I say
That looked like
Tiny
a
gets caught.
bad team fight from Team Enclave, but they really turned it around and just really destroyed. I don't really know what happened there. I think
They smoked up in the
Silence,
jungle.
yeah. But I think Necrophos bursted down the Silencer, maybe? And that's why he died so fast. But he did get his ulti off, and they did get Ravage off and RP, but it wasn't enough again. The damage wasn't really there.
Because they got RP on 2 of them, but the thing is that they still have that mech up from the
And they still have Aegis. So they can take tier. They can go high ground now, to be honest. There's no ults, they can just go.
Yeah.
That mana leak is so annoying.
Oh well. Yeah. And it actually combos very well with the Magnus, the mana leak. The fact that you can... Ooh, he's gone down there. They managed to get the tower, but the Shadow Fiend just blinking it. Oh, right, they didn't. That was a little bit of a loss of communication there. The Silencer could have ended up going down. He has no mana left. He does still have the Aegis, so he might actually want to go down here if they're going to continue this fight on.
Oh, nice crush.
Oh, 3-man crush in from the Slardar. And that's the ulti coming out against the Magnus. Magnus going down for 80 seconds, but the Slardar does end up getting killed by the toss combo, and the Aegis being called here. Necrophos still in the middle of this. He had the last part of Sadist up, so he just managed to keep that regen going. A Silver Edge being picked up by the Shadow Fiend. How many of them are actually good against it? Good against the Tiny.
Yeah.
Being able to stop that Craggy.
It's good HP too. I mean, he gets a lot of HP from it.
It is good HP, yeah. Good against the Tidehunter as well. The fact that Kraken Shell gets stopped.
Yeah.
Although actually, Kraken Shell does get fully stopped, doesn't it? It doesn't end up like
it gets disabled
doing itself, does it? Because you know the damage threshold. Like if you ended up taking the damage threshold, would the passive from Silver's Edge end up getting purged?
I think it gets disabled for a certain amount of seconds.
Yeah.
And then it goes back. So it's like he never had it.
Alright.
I think.
How long is the Silver Edge?
4 seconds. It's the slowest 4 seconds.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long.
They've got a damage reduction for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which might, I think, be the break.
I think so too.
Is it break, or what's the other one that they've brought in now? One stops items, one stops passives and things.
I don't know which one. I mean,
I can't remember which is which.
Doctrine? No, not Doctrine.
They smoked here. SF is going in here. They can see there's all 5 of them. There's only 1 stun, but they did manage to get the Silencer beforehand. He did buy back there, and that's where the Aegis would have really helped. Sorry, the Necro Aghanims.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like the Tiny might end up going down to this. No, I wouldn't think so. It's following him to the ends of the earth. Not going to end up hitting him, I don't think. But buybacks galore. Silencer's going to end up going down.
Oh,
no,
the
he's
skewer
not
in
going to go down.
face. That's nice.
Skewer ends up taking down the Spirit Breaker,
They're
but the
diving
Silencer
way
does
too
end up
far.
going down, and that is his buyback. So that is a dieback from him. Slardar didn't want to do that, because that's going to end up stunning him up in base. The Weave does come out from the Dazzle, but the Dazzle is going to end up dying to the right click of the Keeper of the Light. Keeper of the Light does end up going down to the Slardar though. He has no more mana for a crush. He has a Blink Dagger up in a second, and he manages to get a stun here, and the SF
he gets
comes in,
RP.
and it's quite a nice ultimate from the Magnus, who managed to pull him in.
Oh, but the mech comes
But,
second.
oh, the mech just at last second saving them off there. 90 seconds still in the Tidehunter
Yeah,
ulti, but
GG.
it does manage to force out the Black King Bar, and they manage to get a GG. Looks like they're just a little bit too strong.
Yeah, there was no real damage after the ults, after damage after the RP. Tiny needed a lot of farm to actually get that damage into it. But they didn't get it in time, so just snowballs out of there. I think you were thinking about Lotus Orb, no?
Yeah, I was thinking of getting the Lotus Orb wise, just because it was... Lotus Orb is... I really like that item. It's very good for sort of... like nearly everything. Purging purges off everything, doesn't it? Stuns. I don't think it purges off Hex.
No, I don't think so. Because that's a disable, not stun.
Yeah. But it purges off most things. They didn't have too much single target there though. But especially with the silencer, managing to Lotus Orb off some of his stuff is quite good.
Yeah.
But also on this side of Symphony, I think they would have been very good with it. The Necrophos being able to Lotus Orb most of what they do. Slardar getting his negative armor on him.
I think
again, that's a quick second game, I think. It felt quicker at least.
Yeah, I mean there was a lot of team fighting going on. But there wasn't really any damage from Team Symphony coming out. There was a lot of RPs and a lot of like disables and stuns coming from the side, but there was no damage. When the mech came out and the
really
Necro started,
on the tiny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Sven would have been better with that combo, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think
Sven I don't think comes online quick enough. They wanted somebody that could team fight a lot quicker, like a gyrocopter or something like that.
Perhaps.
Although gyro against the Slardar would chase you down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Sven has armor, a lot of armor from the battle cry.
Would have been a bit better, yeah. But I think the tiny was just an odd pick.
Oh yeah.
Especially when it was second in the first phase.
Yeah. If they want to go for a
seemed a bit of an odd time.
Yeah, if they want to do a tiny, they should have picked them at the same time, to be honest.